Odysseus must be rolling in his grave. This was not exactly the best movie ever made. It is a complete insult to the people of ancient Greece. It is very insulting to Christianize Greek mythology, and if you don't know what I mean, think about why gospel singers constantly appear throughout the film and why Hercules and Meg appear in Disney Christmas ads. Yes, Greek mythology isn't greatly practiced anymore, but Disney should still show a little respect.
Possibly the only Disney animated feature I hate. This movie, in my honest opinion, is awful. I have been a huge Disney animation fan. I'm a huge jazz and R&B fan, and in fact, love all music styles. I generally like how Disney tells a story. This fails in all three counts. The music is either dull or totally annoying. The animation is what I can best describe as experimental new wave, and is visually annoying. Pokémon has better animation. Lastly, the story is totally destroyed. Not one real toe tapper you could walk away from the movie singing. I have been converting all of my Disney animated videos to DVD as they have come out. All videos, but one, and I'm thinking of dumping it anyway.
Trash. You cannot throw a tornado. 1 out of 10. Totally unbelievable.
Some intense images and a boring movie. This is one of the worst movies I've seen. It was boring for me. I think this movie went overboard with the violence for a G-rated movie. It should have been rated PG, for scary images.
Must be banned. This is not for the children and must be banned. Disney does what he does all the time. I remember watching this when I was a child. Now I am 20 and I think that most of the Disney Pixar animation should be banned. These movies literally teach you things you shouldn't know or make you think and scare. I do now understand everything clearly. These critics think the movies are good but they never look with child perspective.
It was lucky that an extremely goofy movie existed. Otherwise it would be the worst in my opinion. Let's talk about the problems. First, the accuracy. This movie had nothing to do with its source, and while this is common in Disney, this was just insulting. Hades wasn't the villain. Heck, he even helped Hercules. Hera was. This is a problem because we were denied the possibility of a less cliched villain fighting for a less cliched cause. Why is there gospel music in Greek mythology? Hercules killed Megara. You probably should have mentioned that. But that's understandable. Disney does that a lot. And also it's a kids movie. I get it. So this is forgivable. Now the worst part. The cliches. Hercules is a dorky awkward bully victim. For crying out loud, he's Hercules. Who would bully him? Everybody hates him because he's different and calls him a freak. Seriously. This is getting old. Once again, why would you insult Hercules? Hades wants to, that's right, take over the world. Hades has two minions, a fat guy and a skinny guy. Hercules is your typical idiot hero after he grows up. Hercules is the chosen one. Hades reveals his plan in front of Phil. Next, the pop culture references. Hercs, really? On top of that, one of Hades' minions own these. It was unfunny, cliched, and horrible.
Worst movie ever. This is the worst movie I have ever watched. I love Greek mythology and this movie messed it all up. First, they used the Roman name for Heracles. Also, they mess up who the bad guy is. In the movie, Hades is the villain when he plays no actual role in the Greek myth. Hera is the bad guy in the myth. Hera is not Heracles' mum in the myth. His mum is a mortal, making him a demigod. Because Zeus cheated on Hera, Hera gets mad and punishes Heracles. In the movie, Hera is trying to protect Heracles from Hades. While the myth isn't about love, this movie is about the relationship between Heracles and Megan. In the myth, Heracles kills his wife. All in all, the movie messes up Greek mythology. Do not waste your time on this movie.
Nothing to do with Hercules. Listen. If this had anything to do with Hercules, I would be fine with it. This is just some strong guy with an evil blue guy after him. First of all, in real Greek mythology, Hades wasn't evil at all. In fact, he was actually considered to be the honest and protective god of ancient Greece. This made him into their version of the devil, which he doesn't represent at all. Second, Hera is the villain. Sorry if you missed preschool, elementary school, middle school, if you have that where you live, and high school, and college, and never talked to anyone. But Hera was actually who was after Hercules. The actual spelling of Hercules, they messed that up too, because he was born with a woman Zeus cheated on her with. In this, she is a loving mother who is afraid for her son. And third, Heracles is not a love story at all. In fact, he's married already in mythology, but kills her. Yeah, sorry made-up lady from the movie, but you never existed anywhere else, and your closest counterpart was killed viciously. Hades never dies. Heracles doesn't have a Pegasus. And Heracles eventually marries a goddess of youth, Hebe, and I think that in the movie its spoilers now ended with him staying on Earth with his girlfriend, but I'm just remembering that. Spoilers end. This is the only movie from Disney's prime time that I cannot stand.
Pretty irritating. With Hercules, Disney accomplished a new goal: to get the enjoyable moments of a movie down to just a few seconds. Apparently the minute or two of pleasure to be found in the duds Pocahontas, Hunchback and Tarzan was far too generous. Every moment here cheapens the previous one. This team just can't wait to show you their next unoriginal idea. Columns falling like dominoes, anyone? This one has it all. Obnoxious, post-Aladdin characters who appropriate a celebrity's entire persona. A la Robin Williams, James Woods, Paul Schneider, Danny DeVito, Bob Goldthwait. Instead of developing a character, this is lazy and irritating in the extreme. I can't tell you who did the voices in The Little Mermaid, because that movie had its priorities straight. You also get crappy post-Elton John schmaltz like Go the Distance, penned for those who enjoy easy listening AM radio, or maybe, I imagine, for figure skaters to have something schlocky to skate to. And a mediocre end credits performance from some bad singer who apparently needed the exposure. I have no idea why Meg is interested in Hercules. He's very annoying. Other characters note how irritating he is, and he is an earnest jackass who keeps screwing things up. Isn't much to look at. There is one terrific way to not be irritating, and that's to take the hint and calm the hell down. This idea never occurs to Hercules or his creators. The song, I Won't Say I'm in Love, constitutes the film's only non-irritating, pleasant moment. The movie is also the lame stab at a new aesthetic that Disney attempts every 5 movies. It just looks kind of flat and cheap. It's obsessed with spirals, notably in the depiction of nipples. So when the spiral appears obsessively all over the same character, they basically have nipple ears, nipple elbows, nipple chins and nipple pins fastening their tunics. It's weird. This movie reflects the continued lack of thought that would naturally follow the previous 6 or 7 formulaic Disney flicks that people gave easy raves. So go ahead, and drink the Disney Kool-Aid. This time it's crap flavored.